Because in part 1 we dealt with the definition of fraction, mixed proper improper fraction, like unlike fraction, and their conversion. Now we are going to start with the equivalent fraction. Now equivalent stands for equal. Okay, equivalent stands for something which is equal. So now check out these two fractions, 3 by 4 and 12 by 6. Now why we are saying that these both are equal? 3 is not equal to 12, 4 is not equal to 16. Then why they are called as equivalent fraction? The reason why they are called as equivalent fractions are that, check out, both of these numbers, numerator or denominator, both of these numbers are divisible by 4, are divisible by 4. Like for example, 4 3s are and 4 4s are. So the final answer again comes is 3 by 4. So that's why 3 by 4, 3 by 4. That's why 12 by 16 is an equivalent function to 3 by 4. Why? Again I will explain it. 3 by 4 एक fraction था, 12 by 16 was another fraction. But we can और सिंपलेस्ट फॉर्म में आप उसको ला सकते थे, बिकॉज दोनों भी 4 के टेबल में आता है, 12 भी 4 के टेबल में आता है, 16 भी 4 के टेबल में आता है. सो 4 3s are 4 4s are. So this is the simplest form. That's why 12 by 16 and 3 by 4 are equivalent fraction, because 12 by 16 का final answer is nothing but 3 by 4. Therefore both of them are equivalent fractions. We'll take some more examples like this. Check out over here. 5 by 2 is equivalent to 25 by 10. Why 25 by 10? Because 25 by 10, check out, both comes in 5's table. So 5 5s are, 5 2s are. Again the final answer is 5 by 2. Therefore both are equivalent fractions. Again some more examples. 3 by 7 and 24 by 56. These both are, check whether they are equivalent fractions. How will you check? See, these can be solved further. Both comes in the table of so both comes in the table of 12. So 12 both comes in the table of 8. So 8 3s are and 8 7s are. So in this way again we got that final answer to be 3.7. इसको और नीचे आप सॉल्व नहीं कर सकते. This is your final answer. You cannot make it more simpler. So this is your simplest form. This is equivalent to, this is same as this one. So that's why 24 by 56 is also an equivalent fraction to 3 by 7. So getting, it's not like unlike it's not same fractions, it's not equal, it's not, it is the equivalent fraction. Why? Because the final answer is going to remain the same. Now check, now this is the method you find the equivalent fraction. But how will you make equivalent fraction? Sometimes they will give you a number, like they will give you 6 by 5, and they will tell you to make equivalent fractions. So there is very simple technique. एक simple चीज़ आपको करनी है, that is multiply, write the tables of it. 6 1s are 6, 6 1s are 6, 6 5 1s are 5. This is your fraction. इसको equivalent कैसे बनाओगे? 6 2s are 12, 5 2s are 10, 6 3s are 18, 5 3s are 15, 6 4s are 24, 5 4s are 20. Similarly write the tables. Numerator का tables numerator में लिखो, denominator का tables denominator में लिखो. In this way you can make the equivalent fractions of whatever possible fraction you want. So we will take one more example. 2 by 7. Make equivalent fractions of this. Question is make equivalent fractions of 2 by 7. How will you make the equivalent fractions of 2 by 7? Write the table. 2 2s are 4, 7 2s are 14. First equivalent fraction is ready. Then 3 3s are 2 3s are 6, 7 3s are 21. So second equivalent fraction is ready. In this way you can make many equivalent fractions, whatever is your number, that's same as the equivalent fraction. Okay, this is nothing but your equivalent fraction whose final answer is going to again going to remain the same. Okay, you know how to make equivalent fractions now. You know how to check whether they are equivalent fractions or if the final answer is same, they are equivalent fractions. Okay, the final answer is same, the equivalent fractions. Now sometimes they will give you empty boxes, like they will give you these two, yes they are equivalent fractions, so they will put this space empty. जो बॉक्स जो मैंने बनाया है वहाँ पे empty, कुछ नहीं लिखेंगे. they will tell fill up so that they are equivalent fraction. So that time what will you do? Check out 3 को 3 5s are 15. So what 5s are 25? कौन से टेबल का 5s are 25 आता है? 5 5s are 25. So here it will be 5. Check out over here. 3 2s are 7. This was the blank space. So 7 2s are 14. So 3 2s are should be 6. Whatever you do here, again you should do it here. Then again check for this. 2 कितना जा? 8 कितना जा? 24. 8 3s are 24. So 2 3s are will again be 6. Whatever you do downwards, वही same आपको upwards भी करना. That's very simple to make equivalent fractions. Now this is a little bit different. When you go from small numbers, these all were small as compared to this one. इधर 2 है, यहाँ पे 6 है, यहाँ पे 8 है, यहाँ पे 24 है. So these are the small one. उधर these are the big one. और यहाँ पे देखो, यहाँ पे it is big one over here and small one को आपको find करना है. So when you want to find the small one, you have to divide. Check for division. यहाँ पे multiply check किया आपने, जब division check करते हो, that time when you are going upwards, so divide check करो. Say 26 divided by 2 is 13. 18 divided by 2 is 9. In this way you will find the equivalent fractions. Equivalent fraction is very easy concept, just tables you have to know the tables. Now addition, subtraction of fractions. Any fraction you want to you have to do addition or subtraction. That's very easy concept. Once we in the first part we did it a little bit glance. When we are converting from mixed to improper, we did addition over here, we did it, but now we'll study it exactly. That is, first of all, now you know a like fraction. Two types of fractions are there, like and unlike. Like means whose denominator is same, unlike means whose denominator is different. So if there is a like fraction, it's very easy to solve. Like fraction है, you can solve addition and subtraction by like fraction. Like there is addition over here, you can directly take the 5 common. 3 plus 10 13. Very easy to solve. 3 by 5 plus 10 by 5, directly 5 denominator is same, so take it common and directly solve it. Again check this second one. 7 8 8 8, denominator is same, all three are like fractions, so you can solve it very easily. But how will you solve it? Take the 8 common and just do plus or minus whatever is in the numerator, just do that. Take the denominator same and solve the answer. Answer will be okay. For like fractions, solving for like fractions is very easy because the denominator is same and you have to just check, just solve the numerator and get the answer. Take the denominator common and solve the numerator. But now for unlike fraction, unlike fraction means whose denominator is not same, For that, first thing you can do, cross multiply both. Cross multiply means denominator of this with the numerator and denominator of this, and denominator of this with the numerator and denominator of this. This is called as cross multiplication. Means you have to multiply with each other's denominator. 2 3s are 3 3s are 4 2s are 3 2s are. In this way you will get the denominator same, and now when they were unlike, you can't solve it. Now they are like, so now you can solve it easily. Take the denominator same and solve it easily. When motto unlike, you can't solve unlike directly. So for solving unlike, you have to first convert that unlike into like. I told in the first part also. First you have to convert the unlike into like fractions, and after converting like fractions, it becomes very easy. 6 is, you have to take the 6 common, solve it, and you get the answer. Check out this one. Again, you know how to convert like to unlike to like. For that, watch the part 1 where you can learn how to convert like unlike to like fractions. Now this is 2 by 6, 1 by 3 and 2 by 4. Okay, 3 of them are unlike fractions, so you have to first convert them into like fraction for solving. So now when 2 was there, it was very easy, you can cross multiply and get the answer. Now here you have to find out the LCM. LCM of the denominators. And what are the denominators? 6, 3 and 4. LCM of the denominator 6, 3 and 4. Okay, which is 12. Okay, now LCM is least common multiple. watch the part 1 for getting more clearer explanation for why we have to find out LCM and how to solve it. Now LCM, after finding the LCM is 12. Okay, LCM means basically तीनों के टेबल में 6, 3 and 4, थ्री ऑफ द टेबल, तीनों के टेबल में पहला नंबर कॉमन कौन सा है, वो है 12. सो 6 2 ज़ा 12, 3 4 ज़ा 12, 4 3 ज़ा 12. जो नीचे मल्टीप्लाई करोगे वही ऊपर भी मल्टीप्लाई करना है. वॉट एवर यू मल्टीप्लाई डाउनवर्ड्स, दैट सेम थिंग यू हैव टू मल्टीप्लाई इन द न्यूमरेटर. 4 4, 3 3. डो नॉट फॉरगेट टू मल्टीप्लाई इन द न्यूमरेटर एज वेल. Okay, so now you got the denominator same, 12 12 12. Now it become a like fraction, easy to solve. Okay, now check out over here, it was 14 by 12. My answer I got is 14 by 12. Now 4 plus 4 plus 4 is 8, 8 plus 6 is 14. Now why I have written is 7 by 6 again? Because you have to make the answer to the simplest form. That is, you can solve it further, because this comes in 2 stable, 2 sevens are, this also comes in 2 stable, 2 6 are. So 7 by 6. Both of them should come in one table. ऐसा नहीं कि ये 3 का आ गया, ये 2 का आ गया. That is not acceptable. Both of them should be coming in the table of 1, like 2 2, 3 3, 4 4. ऐसे एक के टेबल में आना चाहिए. 2 sevens are, 2 6 are. That's why they become 7 by 6. In this way you have to form the smallest fraction, which we did same in the equivalent fraction also. Okay. In this way you can solve this. Plus addition or subtraction, nothing different rule for addition and subtraction. Plus है तो plus करो, minus है तो minus करो, no different rules. Just remember, if there are like fractions you can directly solve it, but if there are unlike fraction you have to first convert that unlike fraction to like fraction by either using cross multiplication or by finding out LCM. अगर दो है, दो fractions का ही sum है तो cross multiplication करो, means you multiplying the denominator by each other. अगर दो से ज़्यादा fractions है, you have to find out the LCM of the denominator, then you have to convert it and find out the answer. Okay, this way you have to, it's clear. Addition and subtraction is very easy. Now multiplication and division is more easy than addition and subtraction. It's very easy. No, there is no any complication for multiplication and division. Check out, this is a fraction, this is another fraction. 3 by 2 is a fraction, 1 by 2. You have to multiply directly. You have to multiply numerator into numerator, denominator into denominator. 3 1s are 3, 2 8s are 16. No any complication. Very easy question. Okay, multiplication of fraction is not difficult. It's very easy. You have to directly multiply. 3 1s are 3, 2 8s are 8, 2 8s are 16. You got the answer. Again check the second question. 8 by 2 multiply by 2 by 3. Directly multiply. 8 2s are 16, 2 3s are 6. You have to make it more smaller. Why? Because you can solve it further. Here you can't solve it further, but here you can solve it. Both comes in the table of 2. So 2 8s are and 2 3s are. Okay. Simplest form. Keeping your answer in the simplest form is very very important. Okay. Now here check out, 7 multiply by 8 by 3. Now yeah, इसको denominator ही नहीं है. It doesn't have a denominator. In part 1 I told, when there is no denominator you have to assume that denominator is 1. When denominator नहीं दिया होता है आपको क्या assume करना है कि denominator क्या है उसका 1, 0 नहीं, denominator is 1. 7 8s are 56, 1 3s are 3. Okay, very easy. Now always remember, wherever you will see a off in your textbook for between any two fractions, like check out here, 3 by 8 off 2. So off matlab, off is nothing but multiplication. Wherever you will see a off, assume that it is a multiplication. So now check out this 3 by 8 off 2. If such type of sum, you have to directly multiply. Off की जगह पे multiply डालो, 2 by 1. So 2 does not have a denominator. 2 के पास denominator नहीं था, तो हमने assume क्या किया कि नीचे क्या है, 1 already से है. Okay, so multiply, it's very easy. 3 2s are 6, 8 1s are 8. Now this can also solve further. Both of them come in the 2's table, so 2 3s are 2 4s are. 3 by 4 becomes your final answer. Again I am telling, multiplication is very easy. Directly numerator into numerator, denominator into denominator, solve the answer. If there is no denominator, then put 1. Assume that 1 is the denominator. and here wherever there is a off, assume that there should be multiplication should be done. Wherever there is a off, multiplication should be done. Okay, we have checked out the example. Okay, now division is same as multiplication, but there is one additional thing, that is the reciprocal or multiplicative inverse. Reciprocal or multiplicative inverse. Now what do you mean by reciprocal or multiplicative inverse? Basically क्या करना है आपको, आपको समझो एक फ्रैक्शन दिया है 7/2 इज योर फ्रैक्शन गिवन टू यू. सो उसका रेसिप्रोकल क्या हो जाएगा? रेसिप्रोकल मतलब न्यूमरेटर बिकम्स डिनोमिनेटर, डिनोमिनेटर बिकम्स न्यूमरेटर. सो मतलब 2 ऊपर जाएगा, 7 नीचे आएगा. 2 विल गो अप, 7 विल कम डाउन. सो दिस विल 7/2 विल बिकम 2/7. सो अगर 8 है, 8 मैंने क्या बोला था, 8 के नीचे कुछ नहीं है, तो मतलब यू हैव टू अज्यूम दैट डिनोमिनेटर इज 1. हमेशा डिनोमिनेटर दे के नहीं है, आपको अज्यूम क्या करना होता है कि डिनोमिनेटर इज 1. सो 8/1 इज, उसका रेसिप्रोकल क्या हो जाएगा? 1 ऊपर जाएगा, 8 नीचे आएगा. सो रेसिप्रोकल, नेवर टू राइट रेसिप्रोकल एज विद इज इक्वल टू साइन. दे आर नॉट इक्वल, दे आर रेसिप्रोकल्स ऑफ ईच अदर. लाइक 7/2 का रेसिप्रोकल इज 2/7, 8 का रेसिप्रोकल इज 1/8, 2/3 का रेसिप्रोकल इज 3/2. रेसिप्रोकल का दूसरा नाम मल्टीप्लिकेटिव इनवर्स. ओके, चेक आउट फॉर डिवीजन. नाउ यू कांट सॉल्व डिवीजन, आप डायरेक्टली डिवीजन नहीं कर सकते बिटवीन टू फ्रैक्शन. फॉर डूइंग डिवीजन को किस में कन्वर्ट करो? मल्टीप्लिकेशन में. हाउ विल यू कन्वर्ट डिवीजन इनटू मल्टीप्लिकेशन? बाय यूजिंग रेसिप्रोकल. लाइक फॉर एग्जांपल, you have 3/2 divided by 7/3. So instead of division I have put here multiplication. तो जब डिवीजन को मल्टीप्लिकेशन बनाते हो तो वट एवर इज़ द नेक्स्ट फ्रैक्शन, उसका आपको रेसिप्रोकल लेना है. जैसे यहाँ पे 7/4 था, तो आपने इसको कर दिया 4/7. ओके, सो नाउ दिस इज इजी टू सॉल्व. 3 4s are 12, 2 7s are 12. Okay, you can't do division directly, so what you should do, convert the division into multiplication by using reciprocal. जस्ट जब डिवीजन को मल्टीप्लिकेशन में कन्वर्ट करोगे तो नेक्स्ट फ्रैक्शन जो है उसका क्या लेना है? रेसिप्रोकल. डिवीजन को मल्टीप्लिकेशन में कन्वर्ट करने के बाद नेक्स्ट फ्रैक्शन का आपको क्या लेना है? रेसिप्रोकल. इसका नहीं, इसका रेसिप्रोकल लेना है. ओके, 7/4 होगा तो 4/7 करोगे. नाउ यू कैन सॉल्व इट. मल्टीप्लिकेशन इज़ वेरी इजी. नाउ चेक आउट हियर, 8 डिवाइड बाय 1/3. नाउ 8 का बेस कुछ नहीं है, 8 का कुछ डिनोमिनेटर नहीं है, तो नहीं होता तब वी अज्यूम दैट देयर इज अ 1. सो नाउ यू कांट सॉल्व डिवीजन, सो डिवीजन की जगह पे क्या करोगे? मल्टीप्लिकेशन. ओके, सो नाउ मल्टीप्लिकेशन करोगे तो 1/3 का क्या हो गया? 3/1. सो 8 3s are 24, 24/1. सो यू डोंट हैव टू राइट 1, नहीं लिखोगे डिनोमिनेटर में तो भी चलेगा, क्योंकि इट इज़ अज्यूम कि कुछ नहीं लिखा है, मतलब डिनोमिनेटर क्या है? 1. ओके, सो इफ यू डोंट राइट 1 इज ओके. In this way multiplication and division is completed. It's very easy, numerator into numerator, denominator into denominator for multiplication. And for division also same technique, but jab you have to convert division into multiplication and use a reciprocal of the next fraction. Okay, and solve it as you solve for multiplication. Now I hope all of these things are clear. Now addition, subtraction, multiplication, division. Note, it's a very important note. Addition, subtraction, multiplication, division, whatever we studied just now, addition, subtraction or multiplication, division, both of these things, they should not be solved for mixed fraction. मतलब अगर आपको mixed fraction में question दिया हुआ है, if the question is given to you in mixed fraction, you cannot solve it directly. Mixed fraction मतलब you know 3 things वाला, जैसे 2 1/7. If this is given to, such type of question is given to, you cannot solve it directly उसको प्लस माइनस या एडिशन सब्ट्रैक्शन आप मिक्स फ्रैक्शन का नहीं कर सकते. सो फॉर दैट यू हैव टू फर्स्ट, whenever you want to solve the mixed fraction वाला questions, you have to first convert the mixed fraction into improper या proper fraction and then solve, जैसा आप regularly solve करते हो. Okay, so see, wherever I have taught you, they all are nothing is mixed fraction, all are proper or improper fractions. Everything is a proper or improper fraction. But if you get the question in mixed fraction, if you get the question in mixed fraction. You cannot solve it directly. You have to first convert that all mixed fractions into improper or proper and then solve it regularly. तो उसके बाद कोई difficulty नहीं है. Check out these first question. 2 3 by 5. Now the question is given in, now see there are two fractions. This fraction is in mixed fraction, this is also in mixed fraction, and this is proper fraction, proper or improper fraction. So you have to first convert both of these. You cannot solve it directly. You have to first convert both of these into mix, from mixed to improper. And you know formula for converting mixed to improper is 2 5s are 2 integer into denominator into plus numerator upon denominator. That formula I given in first class. I into d plus n upon d. 2 5s are plus 2 5s are plus 3s are upon 5. 1 10s are plus 7 upon 10 plus 2 by 3. Okay, 2 by 3 को you don't have to convert because it's already in the improper fraction. इसको वो मिक्स में नहीं है, वो ऑलरेडी इम्प्रॉपर में है, उसके साथ कुछ कन्वर्जन करने की ज़रूरत नहीं है. So now we have done this 13 by 5, 17 by 10. So now you got both all the answer, all the question in from mixed to improper. After solving you got it from mixed to improper. ठीक है, there are no 3 terms, now there are only 2 terms for every numerator, denominator, numerator, denominator, numerator, denominator. So now solve it like you solve regularly. 3 है तो आपको अनलाइक फ्रैक्शंस है, तो अनलाइक है तो आपको क्या करना पड़ेगा, एलसीएम फाइंड करना पड़ेगा. फाइंड द एलसीएम. 5 10 एंड 3 का एलसीएम क्या है, 30. एलसीएम मीन्स लीस्ट कॉमन मल्टीपल. तो इन तीनों के टेबल में सबसे पहला नंबर कौन सा आता है, 30. सो मेक द डिनोमिनेटर 30. क्या करोगे, 5 6 are 30, 10 3 are 30, 3 10 are 30. Whatever you do in the denominator, multiply it with the numerator. 3 3 10 10. Now you got the denominator same. When the denominator becomes same, the question becomes easy. You directly solve, take the denominator common, directly solve the answer. So you got it as 149 by 30. Now आपको आंसर मिला है, you have got the answer into proper fraction, you have got the answer into improper fraction or proper fraction. So you can't keep it like this. Question was in मिक्स फ्रैक्शन. क्वेश्चन किस में मिला था आपको, मिक्स फ्रैक्शन में मिला था. सो आपको आंसर भी किस में लिखना पड़ेगा, मिक्स फ्रैक्शन में लिखना पड़ेगा. यू कैन जस्ट कीप इट ओवर हियर. यू विल लूज योर मार्क्स इफ यू कीप इट ओवर हियर. उसको कंप्लीट करो, फुल मार्क्स चाहिए तो यू हैव टू कन्वर्ट दिस मिक्स इनटू improper into again mixed fraction. Why? Because the question was in mix. You can't solve it in mix. So you have converted into improper और आपने solve किया, and after solving now you have got the answer, but answer is in proper fraction. So you have to convert that improper or proper fraction into mixed fraction. And you know how to convert proper or improper into mixed fraction. I have told you in the first part. That is, you have to just divide it. Check out this one. There's the same question. Divide it, and you have got the quotient, remainder, divisor. Quotient is 4, remainder is 29, and divisor is 30. In this way, you have to just divide it and write it into quotient, remainder, divisor form. So in this way, you have got the answer 429 and 30. Don't keep the answer over here. If you keep over here, if the question is in mixed fraction, answer should compulsorily be in the mixed fraction. But you can't directly get it. So first solve it in the improper fraction and then convert the answer into mixed fraction. Similarly, for multiplication also or division also, you have to do the same thing. Multiplication में you can't directly multiply it. So पहले तो मिक्स को किस में कन्वर्ट करोगे, मिक्स को कन्वर्ट करो इम्प्रॉपर में बाय यूजिंग द फार्मूला. कन्वर्ट इट इनटू मिक्स, तो कन्वर्ट द मिक्स इनटू इम्प्रॉपर. सो नाउ ये हो गया दोनों इम्प्रॉपर में कन्वर्ट. सो व्हेन यू हैव कन्वर्टेड, नाउ यू कैन सॉल्व इट डायरेक्टली. 16 7s are 112, 5 3s are 50. नाउ अगेन यू हैव टू कन्वर्ट दिस इम्प्रॉपर इनटू मिक्स. या अगेन ये इम्प्रॉपर को आपको मिक्स में कन्वर्ट करना है. चेक आउट हाउ विल यू डू दैट. You can check it over you can check out and solve the answer and check out whether you have to whether the answer is right or wrong. Okay, that's your work. Now again, for division also you can't solve the division directly, so first convert the mix into impropers. When you have converted, I have not solved here everyone, now you should be fast. 5 3s are 2 5s are 10, 10 plus 3 13, 13 upon 5, 1 10s are 10, 10 plus 7 17, 17 upon 10. So directly it should be quick enough to solve this. Now you know how you can't solve division directly, so convert the division into multiplication. When you convert division into multiplication, you have to take the reciprocal of the next fraction. So reciprocal 17 by 10 becomes 10 by 17. So now directly multiply 130 and 5 17s are 85. Now you can't keep it like this, you can solve it further because both of them come in the table of 5. 5 26s are and 5 17s are 85. So that's why this is the simplest form. Simplest form में रखा. People, you don't have to forget to convert again that into the mixed fraction because question was in mixed, so again convert it into the mixed fraction. Okay, solve it and get the answer. Here I have solved it, that is your answer. Okay, so in this way we complete with the entire fraction chapter. I will take a very quick revision of entire fractions which we started from the part 1 and part 2. Okay, so now division, first fraction ka definition we learned. The definition is fraction is nothing but a numerator upon denominator. This sign is called as a fractional bar or Venn column. Okay, fraction is same as the ratio, it is same as the division, and it doesn't make any difference with the fractions. Fractions are of 3 types: improper, proper and mixed. In improper, numerator is bigger and denominator is smaller. In proper, numerator is smaller, denominator is bigger. In mixed, there are 3 things. MIX mixed, so there are 3 things: integers, numerator and denominator. Okay, should always write the new integer in between. You should not write it like, it should not look like 73 or 75. It should look like 7 integer 3 by 5. Okay, 7 is your integer, 3 is your numerator, 5 is your denominator. Now how will you convert mixed to improper? There is a shortcut method which we did. Like there is a formula I into d plus n upon d, that is integer into denominator plus numerator upon d. Very easy to convert. This is the shortcut method, an acceptable method as well. But another detailed method which some of the school want is, first thing, split 2 को अलग split करो, 3 by 5 को अलग split करो, put the plus sign in between. नीचे कुछ नहीं है मतलब 2 के नीचे कुछ नहीं है मतलब 1. Now solve it, plus minus जैसा आप solve करते हो, cross multiply करके you get the same one and you get to the answer. Okay, this is the detailed method, this is the shortcut method. Next we did is first improper to mix. Improper to mix में convert करने के लिए, proper to mix, whatever, proper improper doesn't make a difference. So you have to just divide it regularly. जैसे आप divide करते हो, you have to write in the form of quotient, remainder, divisor. Whatever the quotient you are getting, write it here, remainder in the numerator and divisor in the denominator. Okay, quotient, remainder, divisor. Similarly you can solve it for converting improper to mix. Now next term we learned about is like fractions and unlike fractions. Like fractions have same denominator, unlike fractions have different denominator. Now with so you can't solve for unlike fractions, you have to convert like fractions into unlike fractions into like fractions. For converting unlike fractions into like fractions, so you have to first, you can use the method of cross multiplication, that is multiplying the denominator of this into these things, both of this, or multiplying denominator of this into both of them. This is the cross multiplication method or butterfly method. But if there are three different fractions, 3 or more than 3 or more, 2 है तो you can directly cross multiply इसका denominator से इसका denominator से. But there are more than 3 fractions, so first you have to find out the LCM. LCM is least common multiple. You have to first find out the LCM of the denominators, that is the first number in the table. three of them common table, in table में common first number is 12, then convert it accordingly. Remember, whatever you multiply in the denominator, you have to do in the numerator. Whatever you multiply in the denominator, denominator. You get the convert. You get the like fractions from unlike fractions. Now, how to find LCM? LCM के लिए पहले तो write the multiple. Multiples mean tables of 2, tables of 4, tables of 6. Check out which is the first number you are getting common. So 12, 12, 12. Three of them have common 12. So first number is, so 12 is your LCM. In this way you have to find out LCM. Okay. Next we studied about equivalent fractions. Equivalent fraction is that are the fractions which are in the final answer you get the same. Like for example, 3 by 4 and 12 by 6. They are equivalent fractions. Means they are equal. How they can be equal? Like both of them they come in the table of 4. So 4 3s are 4 4s are. Simplest form is again coming as 3 by 4. So simplest form is 3 by 4 and our question was also 3 by 4. So both of them are equivalent fractions. Okay. To make equivalent fractions, you have to write just the tables like 6 2s are 6 3s are 6 4s are 5 1s are 5 2s are 5 3s are 2 2s are 2 3s are and so on. Just in this way you can make the equivalent fraction. बस remember यहाँ पे अगर आप 6 2s ले रहे हो 5 का भी 2s लेना है. यहाँ पे अगर 6 3s ले रहे हो तो 5 का भी 3 का लेना है. So in this way you can make the equivalent fractions. Okay. Now addition and subtraction of fractions. For adding and subtracting, there are two types of fraction, like and unlike. Like means very easy, denominator is same, so you have to take the denominator common and solve, and just solve the numerator plus minus whatever it is. Okay, take the denominator common and solve the numerators. Okay, or addition or subtraction, anything. But if there is an unlike fraction, you have to first convert that unlike fraction into like fraction. दो है तो क्रॉस मल्टीप्लिकेशन से करो, you get the answer. Or if there are more than 3, you find the LCM, then convert it into like fractions and then solve it for denominator becomes same, take the denominator common and then solve the answers. Remember, the answer should be in the simplest form. Now for multiplication and division, you have to directly multiply numerator into numerator, denominator into denominator, and it's very very simple to solve. Wherever there is a off, always remember, wherever there is a off, it means that there is multiplication. And if there is nothing given in for the denominator, you have to assume that there is a 1 in the denominator. Whenever nothing is given for the denominator, assume that there is a 1. Okay. Now division. For division is very simple, but just only thing you have to do, you have to just find out the reciprocal. Like for example, division, you can't do the division directly, so instead of doing division you will do multiplication. For after you convert division into multiplication, you have to write the reciprocal. Let's say 7 by 4 hai, you have to make it 4 by 7, and then you can directly solve it. 3 4s are 2 7s are, becomes very very easy for you to solve. Okay. Now note that mixed fraction में अगर आपका क्वेश्चन है for anything, एडिशन सब्ट्रैक्शन मल्टीप्लिकेशन कुछ भी करना है आपको फ्रैक्शन का, तो you can't solve it. Mixed fraction cannot be solved directly. Mixed fractions को आप directly solve नहीं कर सकते. So whenever you see a mixed fraction, तो पहले first you have to convert that mix into improper and then apply all the things. Like for example, both of them were mixed fractions, so you can't solve them directly. You have to do the plus addition, but directly आप addition नहीं कर सकते. So first you have to convert that mixed fraction into improper fractions. First you have converted them into improper fractions. Now they have been improper. Now you know how to solve. Find the LCM. LCM was 30. Unlike थे, so you make them like, and then you get the answers. Similarly for multiplication and division, you have to make the mixed fractions into improper fractions, and then directly multiply numerator into numerator, denominator into denominator. Same applies for the division as well. Okay, watch the video again and again, watch the first part again and again, correlate it with the second part, and then go for exercise, solving the exercises. If any doubts, mention it in the comments so that I can take out your doubts and try to resolve them then and there. Okay.